Gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Be a part of the show. Let's do it. This is the Mark G Show. And now your hosts, Mark G and Gary G.
What is going on on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and LinkedIn? What's happening, everybody? Good Sunday evening to y'all. Today we got Gary, my brother from another mother, with us. We got Zach. Tonight's topic is a good one. We're going to be talking about urban legends and urban myths. That's right. I got a little bit from Maine, a little bit from Oregon, a little bit from Ohio, and a few other states, and possibly some other countries as well. So make sure everybody's tuning in right now. If you haven't shared this out on all the social media profiles, share it out right now because the show's just getting started. Gary, what's going on, my man?
Ready to do this. I'm excited. I like urban myths. This is a fun one.
Yeah, you kind of had a little pause right there, my man.
I was going to talk shit, but then I just decided to not do that.
Oh, okay. You got to talk shit. I see how it is. All right, y'all. We got Zach, the man with a millimeter Peter, because I can't say sugar mamas anymore. What is going on, Zach? How are you?
I'm good, man. Recovering from last night, but, good.
Yeah, recovering because you decided to eat the one chip challenge there, man. How did that work out for you, by the way, before we get going?
Well, I will say my bowel movement wasn't as bad as I thought.
It hasn't been a full 24 hours yet. You wait. It's still processing through your gut biomes.
I was going to ask you how this morning went.
It's getting
It was fine. It was pretty hell when I laid in bed last night, but it wasn't terrible.
Right. All right. So we got Caitlin Tracy over here on YouTube say this most definitely a live I'll watch from the beginning. Well, I appreciate you, Caitlin. Well, hope you enjoyed the live stream. She's over. She came over from TikTok. All right. So ladies and gentlemen, so for those who don't know, yesterday, Zach ate the one chip challenge. He survived the full 5 minutes. He assaulted his refrigerator in the meantime while he was suffering with a pain. I'm sure it's got a large indent in it now. I think he's about to go show us the indent.
Oh, is that the why he pulled out? He crushed all the milk?
Yeah. See, look at that. He got
what?
Yeah, he got a little angry with his refrigerator as his mouth was burning.
Jeez, dude. God. Man, now I'm super disappointed I missed it. Man.
Honestly, didn't even feel it, man.
Didn't even notice.
The pain in my mouth. So,
well, it's a hot chip, man. I ain't gonna lie. I did last year's, and it's a hot chip. It'll definitely burn, man. It burns, and then you feel it like slide down your esophagus. It's a hot chip, man.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie. I did last year's too, and I didn't even last the first 40 seconds, and I was already running to the fridge. I don't know how the fuck I did this yesterday.
Motivation.
Probably. Because I really just wanted you to suck on that sucker and it didn't even really phase you.
No, not at all.
Mark is a crackhead for hot, spicy stuff.
Yeah, I love spicy food.
Yeah, by the way. This dude will grow the hottest peppers and blend them all together. And then he takes what was that other concentrate that you got that you added into it?
Yeah, so I think it's like a 10 million Scoville unit concentrate or some stuff like that. Yeah.
And he puts that into the world's hottest pepper hot sauces that he makes, because you have to add in a concentrate in addition to the world's hottest peppers.
You do,
Like,
man.
do you not want a stomach lining? Like,
I already take acid reflux medicine, so why not just put it to the test and make sure the pharmaceuticals are doing what they're supposed to do? That's all. And I don't have a gallbladder anymore, so why not just put my body through the ringer, man?
Yeah.
fair enough.
But before we start talking about the main topic tonight, I do want to get this out of the way. We have a little disclaimer for everybody on TikTok, for YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and as well as LinkedIn. Everything you are going to hear on the show tonight is the opinions of myself, my brother, and any guests that come on the show, whether they call in or come in through TikTok Live. Do with the information as you please, but please note that this is for entertainment purposes only. Now that I've got the disclaimer out of the way, we've got a pretty good show tonight. We're going to be talking about urban legends and myths. And I think Gary just heard a noise because he looked like a little dog lost there for a second. That was kind of interesting, Gary. Thought you had totally.
Someone walked past my bedroom window.
Oh, nice. Maybe Scientology, right? Because we're about ready to talk. It could be Gary. Have you?
Maybe it was someone on that. What is that? What's that app? Where you go? Randonautica. Maybe it was someone randonautica-ing my backyard.
Dude, Zach is so addicted to Randonautica. Like, it's bad.
Yeah,
Did you get it?
It's still on my tablet. I haven't deleted it yet.
That's right.
Have you gone anywhere?
No, I'm gonna wait until I come to Maine to ghost hunt. I'm gonna bring my tablet with me.
Dude, you just gotta. Dude, after this episode, you might want to play around with it for your local neighborhoods,
Right? I mean, Zach, we are going to start with you, by the way.
That's fine. Let's go.
So I'm not going to start out with Columbus because I already had some things just in Ohio general. So we're going to start off with this first one here. I'm going to slide this over so I'm actually looking. We got the Gore Orphanage Legend. Have you ever heard about this, Zach?
The Gore Orphanage Legend?
Yep, the Gore Orphanage Legend.
Uh-huh.
All right. So located near the town of Vermilion, the Gore Orphanage is steeped in tales, despite never actually having been an orphanage. According to legend, in the late 1800s, a fire allegedly consumed the orphanage, killing many children inside. The origin of the fire varies, with some claiming a disgruntled ex-employee started it, while others suggest a lantern accident. People have reported hearing the cries and laughter of children, seeing ghostly apparitions, or feeling cold spots when visiting the area. However, historical records indicate that there was never an orphanage at the location, but rather a mansion owned by the Sprunger family that burned down in 1923. So have you never heard of this?
Nah. What city is it in?
Did we just?
Vermilion?
Yeah, Vermilion. Do you know where Vermilion is?
I've never heard of that city before. So that must be like either northern or fucking, I don't know. I've never heard of it.
All right. If we got any listeners right now that are out in Ohio, if you ever heard of Vermilion, Ohio, please let us know. I will go to the next one right now. In the meantime, hopefully we're going to have one that someone's like, oh my God, I've heard of this. So if you've heard of this, make sure you shout it out in chat. So number 2 is in Ohio. Ohio is the Buxton End Ghost. Have you ever heard about this one?
No.
Interesting. Okay. Well, then, Zach, located in Granville. Have you ever heard of Granville, Ohio?
I know where Granville's at, yeah.
Okay. The Buxton Inn is Ohio's oldest continuously operating inn. Built in 1812, it's said to be home to several spirits. The most famous ghost is believed to be that Major Buxton, the original owner. Guests and staff have reported seeing a blue-hued figure believed to be Buxton in various parts of the inn. There's also the spirit of a woman often seen in room number 9, known as the Lady in Blue. Besides apparitions, mysterious footsteps, unexplained cold spots, and the scent of lilacs, the Major's favorite scent, have been noted.
All right, so never stay in room number 9.
Zach, I dare you to stay in room number 9.
Or stay in room number 9.
I think that would be a phenomenal TikTok, to be honest with you, Zach. If you go down there and stay in that hotel room number 9 for one night, be live streaming the whole night.
All night when I get to sleep.
Right, go live all night long while you're down there, Zach. That would be fucking phenomenal, dude. How far is it from you?
Oh fuck! I don't think my tablet has a GPS on it. Oh, it does.
All tablets have a GPS. Zach.
Well, I never fucking had to use it, Mark. Where's it at again? You said Granville?
In Granville, yep.
How do you spell that?
Granville is Granville.
Oh shit, dude, that's only 43 minutes from me.
Dude, you so gotta stay in that inn. Look it up. See how much they charge a night. Let's see. Chad, if we find out how much he charges a night, Chad, can we try to raise it up? If he doesn't do it, I will laugh my ass. I love all things spooky. Oh, nice, Gary. Thank you for throwing that up there.
What's the hotel called?
The hotel is called shit. Hold on, Buxton. To be Buxton, located Granville, the Buxton Inn.
How do you spell that?
Buxton is Buxton.
XTON.
Yeah,
Oh, dude, it really is 32 miles away.
No shit. All right.
Yeah, dude. Look at this, dude. Holy shit! I might have to fucking do this.
That's doable.
It's definitely doable, man. Let's see.
42 minutes away.
42 minutes away. And how much are the rooms?
Hold on. Oh wait, you can't even see it. Hold on. Sorry, I didn't push save. Yeah, look. 42 minutes away.
Oh man. It looks like $99 a night.
Let me check. Oh, let's go to their website.
Yeah, well, let's see. Because now I'm curious, man. Like, if we can get you in there and request room number 9, like you have to request the actual room.
I would shit my pants.
And we'll tell people on TikTok too, so we'll raise the funds through TikTok for you to get you in there, man.
All right, so I'm just gonna make a one night thing right now.
Yeah. Can you request a room?
0 children. Search availability. Oh, it even tells you what rooms are available. Oh, it says there's no rooms found for that day.
All right, pick a different day.
Well, just call them when you can.
All right, hold on. I'll just make it for Friday to September 2nd. September 2nd. All right.
I mean, this may be a popular place because of the story too.
Probably.
Okay. One adult, no children. I don't have any. What the fuck
What's
is
going on,
this?
Samika?
Okay, 2. Why isn't it not letting me choose? I don't care about featured fucking amenities.
Well, if you can't find it right now, I volunteer as tribute. Caitlin Tracy says Caitlin Tracy is willing to go out there as well.
Yeah, it won't let me choose.
All right, we'll come back to that one, Zach. So we're gonna revisit that one at a later time, but we're gonna see if we can get Zach out to that end because I think that would be an awesome thing.
Found it.
You found it. All right.
It's really not that bad for one night. It's $175.
$175. All right, so we need to get you a TikTok lion to stay in this inn.
Oh, fuck that. If I'm staying in the inn by my fucking self, I want one of those goddamn new universes right now.
Oh man.
Oh, dude, here's another one for $145.
Right, but we need to specifically be in room number 9, so that's going to be something.
Oh, okay, yeah. Literally, room number 9. Here, look at this. It says the price and everything on it.
$219 to stay in a haunted room. That is awesome.
If I ever open an inn, I know I'll just create a fake urban legend about one of the rooms so I can charge 2.5 times more for it.
I mean, we'll have to see. We'll have to get them in there, man, and have them stay at night just to see. What the Caitlin says she's all the way from Cali over there. What part of Cali, Caitlin?
That's scary though.
That'd be awesome, man. And I would love for you to have an encounter too. I would love to see, like, when you're sleeping.
I would totally do it. I've done the one chip challenge. I'll fucking stay in a haunted room by myself.
I would watch your stream all night long, even while you're sleeping. I'd be that creep just to see what would happen. See if your sheets get pulled off.
I'd have to sleep with my lights on.
No, you got to sleep with your lights off and just have it very dim. Bring a nightlight or something so the camera can still see.
It's like a really dim, like nightlight.
Yes.
Dude,
we got to do it, man. We got to see you do that. That would be freaking phenomenal, dude. All right.
Dude.
All right. We spent a lot of time in the Buxton Inn. Let's keep moving on. So now we also have Helltown. That's right. I said it right. Helltown, like hell dogs. The northern part of Summit County. Do you know where Summit County is, Zach?
Nope.
All right. While it contains an area often referred to as Helltown, originally known as Boston Township, stories about the area arose in 1970s when the U.S. National Park Service acquired homes to create the, oh boy, the Cuyahoga Valley National Park. I hope I pronounced that right.
Oh, I know where the Cuyahoga National Park.
Cuyahoga. There we go. Cuyahoga Valley National Park, resulting in series of abandoned properties. Myths sprouted about why the government really brought the properties, leading to tales of satanic cults, haunted cemeteries, and ghostly hearse driving around. Though many of the legends are exaggerations or fabrications, they've given the Helltown a spooky reputation that draws the curious and the brave.
Ooh.
I would love, dude, it'd be so cool to be there at nighttime and seeing a hearse just driving out of nowhere.
Dude, I would shit my pants.
That would
You
be.
should just rent a hearse and then go and like.
Oh my God, right? That would be fucking hilarious.
Have smoke machines like built underneath it so it looks like spooky while it's driving.
Oh, dude, that would be
so dope.
That would be awesome. Listen, if anybody's listening right now on Apple and Spotify, if y'all do that or someone makes a phenomenal YouTube video of doing that, please tag us in that video because I would love to see that. I would love to see that. All right, Zach, let's get to your hometown, man. Let's get to your hometown. Let's start off with the ghost of Walhalla Ravens.
Ooh, I've heard of this.
Have you?
Mm-hmm.
So the scenic road in the Clintonville neighborhood of Columbus is known for its beautiful homes and thick canopy of trees. According to local legend, if you're driving along the road late at night, you might encounter the apparition of a woman in a white dress. Stories say she was involved in a tragic car accident on the ravine many years ago. It's been claimed that she appears suddenly in front of vehicles, causing drivers to swerve, only to disappear just as quickly as she was seen.
Mm-hmm.
You imagine, dude? Could you imagine just driving down the road and all of a sudden seeing this hitchhiker like out of nowhere?
So the story I heard about this was a dude was driving down that road and he saw a girl. It was pouring rain out. He saw a girl walking down the side of the road and he stopped, asked her if she needed help. She didn't acknowledge him, just kept walking. And then he pulled up again. He's like, "Do you need a ride?" And the story says that she opened the door, got in the passenger seat, didn't say a word the whole drive, and then he looked over and she was gone.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be creepy as fuck. Well, it's kind of like your grandfather or your father's story?
Oh yeah,
your uncle's story, right?
Yeah,
that was gnarly. That was a legit.
Yeah, that put a little chill in my spine when we were talking about that one.
Yeah,
I don't think we told that while we were on live though. I told you that when we were off of live.
I think so. Yeah, I think it was when we were off live.
But it was rad,
right? Well, let's go with this one: the spirits of Green Lawn Cemetery. Do you know about Green Lawn or where Green Lawn Cemetery is?
Mm-mm.
All right. Well, while I'm reading it, maybe look it up on your tablet. You'd be like, oh, yeah, I know where that is. So established in 1848, Green Lawn Cemetery is the second largest cemetery in Ohio. It houses beautiful sculptures, mausoleums, and hundreds and thousands of graves. Legends abound about apparitions, moving statues, and ghostly cries in the night. One famous story is about Hayden Mausoleum, where phantom footsteps can supposedly be heard. Some believe it's the ghost of a man wrongly accused of a crime, trying to find justice even in his afterlife.
Green Lawn Cemetery is 12 minutes away.
Oh, nice. We should have Zach grab his phone and start driving there. No, he's got his daughter. He can't.
That's a nice little midnight TikTok mission.
Right?
It closes at 5 p.m. I'm not trying to get arrested.
You go in there at nighttime and you walk in. You don't drive in. You walk in. You just gotta jump the fence.
You realize Columbus's ghetto is shit and someone would steal my car?
Can't be that bad.
I'm 15 minutes outside of Columbus. So, yeah, the actual city, dude, they're known for I think they've had the most homicides in any city in Ohio this year so far.
Dear God. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll make sure we get you a bulletproof vest before you go out there to the cemetery to play at nighttime. All right, so that's that one. Zach, I got one more for you.
Here, wait, we got to tell Jen the thing. Hey, Jen, so we're talking about urban legends right now on Mark's podcast. There's a haunted hotel that is, 42 minutes away?
Yeah, it's 42 minutes away.
42 minutes away from me. And if I get the brand new uni I have to go spend one night in there by myself and go live the entire night, even when I sleep. Okay, go ahead, Mark.
All right, you good? So we can continue. All right, so the next one we have for you, Zach, in your town is the Crybaby Bridge on Kinnear Road.
Oh, I know where that's at.
Okay.
But dude, the thing is, you know how many fucking crybaby bridges there are in this world?
All right. Well, there's quite a bit of them. It depends on who's protesting that day. Let me go move forward. I had to. Oh my God. I can't believe I said that. All right. Going on. Like many other places in the U.S., Columbus has its own version of the Crybaby Bridge legend. The story here is that many years ago, a mother tossed her unwanted baby off the bridge into the Olentangy or Olentangy. How the fuck do you pronounce that, Zach?
Olentangy.
Olentangy River below. It said that if you stop your car on the bridge late at night, turn off the engine, and listen carefully, you can hear the faint cries of the infant echoing from the waters below.
Mark just said, listen carefully.
Listen carefully.
Listen, my freaking Mainer accent, okay?
I don't buy any of those crybaby bridge stories, dude. There's so many of them that people say, oh, if you turn your engine off, you'll hear someone crying.
All right, Zach, how far away do you live from this one?
Well, Olentangy River Road's like fucking 5 minutes away from me.
Okay, so how far is that bridge?
Where's it at again? City?
The Lake Mini U.S. Columbus has its own Crybaby Bridge. The legend story here has done it many years. Toss unwanted baby off the bridge onto Olentangy River below. So it's whatever bridge is on the Olentangy or Olentangy, however the frick you pronounce it.
Yeah, Olentangy River Road. That's 22 minutes away.
22 minutes. You're going to have to make a midnight drive down there one of these nights to verify the Crybaby.
So, dude, what if I lose service? Dude, I would piss myself.
Oh, dude, that'd be fucking awesome.
No, it wouldn't.
I'm sorry, Zach, but I'm rooting now for cell phone reception loss. All right. Gary, we're coming up to you, my man. So we're going to do first three that's in Oregon alone, and then we're going to do the three that I found for your specific town. All right. So the first one is the Bandage Man of Cannon Beach. Did you already read about this one, my brother? Because I know you research, you son of a bitch. Yeah. All right. This phantom figure has been a subject of numerous stories since the 1950s. The Bandage Man is described as bloody figure wrapped in bandages, similar to a mummy. Legends say he haunts the short stretch of highway between Cannon Beach and Arch Cape. Witnesses often report the sudden appearance of the Bandage Man in their rearview mirrors, only for him to disappear moments later. Some tales suggest he's the ghost of a logger who met a tragic end, while others believe he was a victim of a car crash on that stretch of road. Now, have you heard about this since you've lived out there? Have you heard of that urban legend or no?
No, but I've been out to Cannon Beach a few times. It's a beautiful spot, a lot of nature. Seems like a pretty good area for some urban myths to take place in.
All right. How about the roads out there? The roads kind of whiny or anything like that?
Well, I mean, if you think of like countryside, backcountry roads in Maine, pretty similar. Like living up here reminds me a lot of Maine, actually. That was one of the things that I kind of liked when I got up here. It reminded me of home.
Yeah, you just hide from Maine because you don't like the cold. You're weak.
There's some truth to that.
Yeah. Okay. Going to the Shanghai tunnels.
Oh, these I know all about.
So underneath the city streets of Portland lies a network of tunnels known as the Shanghai Tunnels, or Old Portland Underground. These tunnels connected various buildings in the downtown area and were purportedly used in the 19th century for illicit activities, including Shanghaiing, kidnapping. Including Shanghaiing, kidnapping men to serve as sailors on ships bound for East Asia. Victims were said to be drugged or knocked unconscious in bars, then dropped through the trap doors and dragged through these tunnels to the waterfront. Today, many believe the tunnels are haunted by the restless spirits of those who were trapped and died within these confines.
Since COVID, I wouldn't trust going into the tunnels, but pre-COVID, I would have been 100% on board for going down there, shooting photos, and like doing any ghost hunting type of shenanigans.
Now, have you seen photos of these?
I've seen videos. I haven't seen too many photos, just whatever was in the videos. But like, if you go on YouTube and you look up the Shanghai tunnels in Portland, there's a pretty gnarly dark history about it.
All right.
But just stick with Portland. Don't do my town, dickhead.
So why wouldn't you go in them right now?
Why wouldn't I? Because of all the homelessness and shit that's going on with like downtown Portland. And like they're in downtown Portland, and downtown Portland is not. I mean, if you go during the day, you're totally fine, but I wouldn't be cruising around there at night. Not right now with my knees still recovering.
Well, I've got 3 for your town. We got one more this, and then I got the 3 that I pulled up specifically for your town. All right, so the next one is the ghost of Haseda Head Lighthouse, if I pronounce that right. You want to correct me on that, Gary?
No,
Is it Haseda? No? Okay.
I don't know.
Located along the Oregon coast, the Haseda Head Lighthouse is not only known for its stunning views, but also for its resident ghost, often referred to as Gray Lady. Legend says the Gray Lady is the spirit of a mother mourning the loss of her daughter, whose grave was supposedly discovered during construction near the lighthouse. Witnesses have reported seeing her apparition, experiencing cold spots, and even finding mysteriously moved objects. The Haseda Head Lighthouse is considered one of the most haunted lighthouses in the U.S. Oh, Gary, you got to find out how far you live from there.
If it's a lighthouse, it's probably on the coast, which is the closest part of getting the coast is Cannon Beach, and that's about an hour and a half.
Oh, man, why can't you live closer, Gary? Come on. I would love to. Ooh, a haunted lighthouse. Could you imagine? That'd be freaking
I feel like that'd be
awesome.
boring though, because those are usually really small.
But the
Wait,
thing is, they
Hold
say
on. What is it? What is it called?
it is called Heceta, Heceta, Head Lighthouse. But you got to think lighthouses in general would be a great place for ghost hunting, only because you got to think of the activity that you get within the water.
True.
What's going on, Jennifer Miller? And like they say, water, electricity, and stuff like that
Oh yeah, that's
increase-
south.
increase the spirit activity.
So that from here is probably like 3 hours because it's west of Eugene, and Eugene's like 2.5 hours from here.
All right, gotcha. Well, let's work on
Yeah.
something a little bit closer to you. How's it going, Blake? We see
Not
you
going
down there.
there.
All right, so then in that case, we got the Ghost of Broadway Rose Theater. Do you know where that is, Gary?
Yep.
Oh, wait. Caitlin Tracy says, I'd love to go to Isle de la... Oh, boy. I got you, Caitlin. I can't pronounce that, but I see you down there. All right, so Gary knows where the Broadway Rose Theater is. So while the Broadway Rose Theater Company is relatively new establishment in the grand scheme of things, being founded in 1992, there are those who claim it's haunted. Some say an apparition of a woman can occasionally be seen floating through the backstage area, and at times she is blamed for unexplained technical difficulties or misplaced props. Whether she's an old patron of the arts or a performer from yesteryear remains a mystery. So according to that, there is a spirit that haunts that place.
Interesting.
So we got another one for you.
They play old movies. They don't play anything current in that theater.
They don't do like shows or anything like that in there. It's just old movies.
Oh yeah. Okay. No, I'm thinking of the different one. Interesting.
All right, because I was saying they said knocking over stage lights and stuff like that.
Yeah.
All right. So the next one is the Spirits of Bull Mountain. Are you familiar with Bull Mountain in your area?
I am. That's really close.
So Bull Mountain is a prominent landform in Tigard. There have been tales of ghostly apparitions seen wandering the hillside, especially during foggy mornings or late at night. Local legends suggest that these may be the spirits of Native Americans who once lived in the region or early settlers who faced hardships and tragedies as they tried to establish their homes. So how are you for Indian reservations out there? Are there still any out in your area? Or?
I wouldn't be surprised if there are. I don't know of them personally though.
All right.
Yeah, dude, Indian burial grounds are haunted as fuck.
Dude,
So-
I would love to go see some Indian burial ground, especially that one that I watched on when I watched somebody from the Randonautica and they found the ones that look like houses that are built into the ground. Have you seen those ones?
No.
So there's Indian burial grounds, dude, and they're basically it's a house built in the ground where they keep the bodies, and there's actually benches down there for loved ones to sit down there with them.
That's fucking creepy.
That's how they celebrated that they're dead. They did shit differently than we do now, man.
Fuck that.
Caitlin
No
Chase says she's
disrespect.
Navajo and Hopi. Nice. I actually, Navajo is pretty big up here in Maine too, I believe. I think that's Navajo is pretty big up here. I think we have
What's
we
that,
still have
Mark?
a couple of reservations. What's that?
So what the fuck was that? You got a ghost over there?
Do not have a ghost over here. Uh-oh. Maybe I do because I lost the thing. Here we go. All right. So, Gary, the last one for your town is the haunting of John Tigard House. Do you know what the John Tigard House is?
Nope.
Well,
you go.
John Tigard House, built in the late 19th century, is a piece of the city's history. Named after the son of the city's founder, the house has been moved and preserved as a museum. Some claim that the historic home has more than just artifacts, suggesting that the spirits of the past occupants still roam its halls. Unexplained noises, shadows, and general feeling of being watched have all been reported by visitors and volunteers. You should find out where the house is, Gary. I appreciate you, Jennifer. Yes, definitely we'll have to talk sometime through TikTok battling. We're currently doing a live recording of a podcast. We are live right now for those who are listening on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, and LinkedIn. As we proceed further, we're going to talk about Maine, my area. Let's move in on it. The Curse of Colonel Buck's Tomb. I've never heard of these. So in the town of Bucksport lies a tombstone with a curious stain resembling a woman's stocking-clad foot. Legend has it that the Colonel Jonathan Buck sentenced a woman to death for practicing witchcraft. As she was being executed, she supposedly cursed the colonel and declared that her leg would mark his grave as a reminder of his deed. Despite attempts to replace the tombstone over the years, the stain reappears, fueling the legend. I will have
Where's that?
Bucksport.
How far is that?
Bucksport, Maine is probably about a 50 to 60 minute drive.
About an hour?
Yeah, about an hour. It's a pretty woodsy
Close
area.
enough. Close enough.
And it's funny that they say witchcraft, right? Because the East Coast is really big on witchcraft.
Well, why the fuck don't we go there?
We could. I mean, Bucksport PD, I think, is probably the state police, so we'll be fine. State police only cover their towns like once every 5 hours.
Yeah.
So we'll be golden. Maine State Police are too slow, man. They cover the highway more than they cover any other town in Maine.
So it's just a forest?
Yeah, it's like a country area, Bucksport.
Maine is a forest.
Maine is a forest, yeah.
Maine has the most dense wood per capita, like out of every fucking
what
state.
you're talking about is like the woods are known for witchcraft and shit.
Yeah, well, Maine, Massachusetts.
Maine's creepy.
Yeah, Maine, Massachusetts, and New Hampshire were really big
Connecticut,
on the whole witchcraft thing, especially Salem, Massachusetts. A matter of fact, Salem, Massachusetts has big like wax museums of all the witch stuff that's happened out Salem, Mass. Beth says, hell yeah, from Massachusetts down there in the chat. So yeah, there's a lot of witchcraft within Massachusetts, man.
Yeah, Maine's got some shit going on.
It does. So now we got the haunting of Seguin Island Lighthouse. Maine's tallest lighthouse, located on Seguin Island, is home to a tragic tale. As the story goes, a past lighthouse keeper bought a piano for his wife to stave off the loneliness and isolation of the island. The problem? The piano only had one sheet of music. Over time, as she played the same tune over and over, the keeper went mad. He allegedly destroyed the piano with an axe, killed his wife, and then took his own life. Today, some visitors claim to hear faint piano music when they're visiting the island, suggesting that the tragic couple still lingers there.
Huh.
Damn.
Ain't that shit? You buy your wife a gift.
You buy her a gift, she plays it, enjoys it.
Pisses you off so bad, he hacks you up with a saw or a fucking axe. Like,
Dude. Like that's I don't know. I guess you can call that some true love gone bad. Like, here, babe, here's a piano. Here's one sheet of music that I bought you. Instead of just going to buy you more sheet of music for you to learn to play, I'm just going to get tired of you playing it and hack you up. What the hell? Hey, this is Maine, folks. This is Maine. Going on to the next one, the Ghost Bride of Haynesville Woods. A stretch of Route 2A. Oh, wait, what is that? What's going on, Esmeralda? A stretch of Route 2A in Haynesville Woods is known for numerous car accidents, especially during snowy conditions. But one legend stands out amongst the rest. It's said that the newlywed couple crashed on their wedding night many years ago, with the groom dying instantly and the bride succumbing to the cold while searching for help. Motorists now report sightings of a woman in a white dress, sometimes trying to flag them down. Some claim she has appeared inside their vehicles, warning them to drive safely before vanishing. Okay. That one, the hair on my arms actually did stand.
Sounds like the story that happened around here with that guy.
Right? It does, man. It does. I mean, could you imagine just driving down the road?
Looking over and seeing some random bitch in your car.
Some random chick just sitting there in a dress. And she's like, be careful. You're like, bah! No, fuck that. No, that would scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, she's probably the reason people are crashing.
Right? Exactly. Oh, man. Beth says she doesn't want any gifts from her husband anymore.
How far away is that from you? Like the bride and groom one you just read?
Bride and groom one. Let's see. So that is on the stretch of Route 2A in Haynesville Woods. Hold on. Let's see. Let me Google that real quick. I got so many tabs open right now. I've got a class opened up over here as well. I was doing a little learning over here. So the haunted place, it's in Aroostook County. So that is definitely going to be.
That's up north.
Yeah, that's up north. That's too much.
Even more woods.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
All right. So now we're going to go to the randoms. Now we're going to ones that's not local to any of us. So we're gonna
have a haunted hotel room like Ohio does, like 32 minutes away from it.
I'm sure we do, man. I'm sure. When you get a chance, Zach, do yourself a favor. Google haunted places in Portland, Maine. I bet you'll pull up a bunch. All right. So we got the Vanishing Hotel Room. Let me repeat that one. The Vanishing Hotel Room.
Vanishing hotel room.
Yep. Travelers in Europe, particularly France, often tell of checking into beautiful old hotels, receiving wonderful service, and then leaving the next day. However, when they try to return or recommend the place to friends, the hotel is nowhere to be found, as if it never existed. Some believe these travelers unknowingly step back into time, while others think they encounter spirits of a bygone era. And it looks like Caitlin Tracy says she's looked up that topic many times. That's interesting. The Vanishing Hotel. Could you imagine?
It's like an outer body experience.
Right? It's got like, seriously, you go with your wife, your better half, significant other, you go stay in this big hotel or whatever, you enjoy your time. You come back next year only to find out that they say, I'm sorry, sir, that hotel never existed. That would either A, be like going back in time, have an outer body experience, or going back to the theory that I was talking to about living in a double dimension type of world. Like you somehow cross over to that other dimension and you're seeing how they live and you stay in this hotel and then somehow that's some weird ass shit, man.
That's weird.
I couldn't imagine how
because what if they can describe it to a T and someone's like, what the fuck?
Exactly. Seriously, hey man, you got to try out this hotel. We went there, we stayed there. The amenities are great. We had breakfast in bed. Dude. And then your friends are like, dude, are you fucking with us right now? Because they're out on vacation. There's no freaking hotel here, man. There's a Super 8 motel. That don't sound anything like you just told it. Oh man.
Right.
I'd be I promise you it was there. Oh man. Right. I hope the AI picks up on my one joke I cracked earlier. That's going to be great. All right, let's go on the licked hand. Oh, wait. I also really want, what's to say here from Caitlin?
Oh, yeah. Good luck with that one, Caitlin.
Just see what happens. There's a lot of people, Caitlin, I'll tell you, the Appalachian Trails, that's a scary hike, though, right? Because some people make it. Some people do well on their own. But there's a lot of people that never return on the Appalachian Trails.
Not even just the trails, dude. Appalachia there's a lot going on in those mountains. There's a lot going on there. there's these little coves of people who are like coal mining still, and like you can go from one little town to the next, and it's like I can't remember what they're called. They're like little coves. I don't know what they're called though. But like I just watched like 2 hours of some guy going through there currently, like this year, and like there's a lot of really sketchy activity going on. Like
Really?
the unfortunate drug pandemic that's taking place in the cities is
Right.
really, really hitting hard out there. Like
Interesting.
anybody who's like under 30 years old is basically addicted.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's like is that where the Hills Have Eyes? That's not the Hills Have Eyes territory, is it?
It might be.
I don't know, but Appalachia is pretty gnarly. Like there's a lot going on in them there woods.
All right.
Dude,
Yeah.
Bigfoot.
So Caitlin, be careful. Yeah,
Bigfoot's either in the Appalachia or he's up here in the Pacific Northwest, one or the other.
Or Bigfoot's here in Maine. I think there's been sightings of Bigfoot.
He could be
here.
there too.
Yeah, he could be. He could be anywhere.
But in Ohio.
Let me just go put on my suit
He's
right
not
now.
in Columbus, I promise.
Oh, no,
I got a big gorilla suit. You should go in the woods one of these days where people.
Yeah, and then someone would fucking pew pew your ass.
They
and
probably would.
Didn't you do the clown shit when all the clown stuff was going on?
I did, dude. That
You
was
are
fun.
that asshole.
I am
You
that asshole.
are that asshole.
Dude, it was so fun. Like that whole thing. Remember when the everybody was
Did
experiencing?
you like hold a little red balloon? Like,
No, dude. I held a blade.
pussies? Oh my god, dude!
I
I'm
held a
surprised
blade.
you didn't get pew-pewed.
Dude,
Dude, I'm surprised he didn't get his ass kicked. I watched a video of someone literally hitting a clown with their car. And then he gets up and starts chasing their car, and then they hit him again.
yeah, man. So when that whole clown shit was going on, I had a clown mask and everything else. I dressed up as a clown. I was messing with people. And then like I had a lot of people that were really soft on Facebook on that time, and I was able to go live on Facebook. I would sit there too, and for like an hour, dude, just streaming like this creepy music on my Facebook Live with a blade and the clown mask on, just swerving back and forth like this. Oh, so many people were bitching at me on the video. You shouldn't be doing that. That's horrible. But I'm like, why? Because I'm dressed up like a friggin' clown. Get over it.
The ones that made it horrible were the people that were like going on people's actual private property, like walking out of their cornfields or their woods or whatever.
That's fucking
walking
great.
towards a fucking school in the middle of the day. Like those are the people that fucking made it horrible.
Dude, that'd be so great. That'd be so great.
Yeah, don't do that with a blade because that's
blade.
called assault.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't
Pretty
do that with
sure.
a blade, but listen, man, I would come out of the woods by a school with a freaking Michael Myers mask on. I'd come out of the woods by someone's backyard with a Michael Myers mask. Oh man. Do you imagine just like I love Halloween, right? I'm dying for Halloween to get here because my favorite thing about Halloween is actually scaring the shit out of people, man. You gotta scare people. That's what Halloween's for. It's not about candy. It's about scaring the living hell out of as many people as you possibly can.
Thank you, Jennifer.
I love it. Yeah, thank you, Jennifer. But yeah, man,
You have a Michael Myers mask?
I do have a Michael Myers mask.
Let me see it.
It's down my basement boxed up right now. But
It
listen,
will be broken out within the next 30 days, though.
yes, maybe even sooner. My neighbors might even hate me because before October hits, my Halloween decorations going up.
Zach's like, I got you.
Before Halloween, before October even gets here, our Halloween decorations are going up. The wife ordered a 12-foot skeleton that's going up in our front yard. We got a 12-foot witch, and I got a bunch of more other stuff I got to get. I got to get some gravestones. I got a fog machine. Oh man, I love Halloween.
Yeah, Halloween is your season.
It is. For everybody's not watching the video, Zach is now sitting in TikTok with a Michael Myers mask on. He's got a better one than mine. Mine's the all white one. So while Zach is wearing that one, let's go to the next one over here. It's called the licked hand.
Lit
Hey,
or licked?
Licked, like that kind of lick, Gary.
Don't do that again.
Nah.
Don't.
I go the licked hand over here. Yeah, let's see. It goes, a woman home alone with her dog hears on the news about an escaped convict in her area She becomes paranoid and lets her dog sleep under her bed to feel safe. Throughout the night, she reaches down for reassurance that the dog licks her hand. The next morning, she finds her dog dead and a note reading, "Humans can lick too." The story plays on the fear of not being alone when you think you are. Dude. Caitlin Tracy, Home Depot has those decorations. But could you imagine sleeping, thinking your dog's licking your hand? But that brings me back to another news story I heard. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, all the fun
It's for
places.
entertainment purposes only.
Yes. There's a story from 2 weeks ago that when I was listening to my favorite news podcast, and no, it's not Fox. It's actually a radio station, and they play the weirdest news. It's an article, I believe it's out of Detroit. A couple was sleeping in their home, and they woke up to a man standing next to their bed.
I'd be fucking throwing hands, bro.
That man was butt-ass naked. And he was playing Jingle Bells.
He was playing what?
He was playing Jingle Bells.
So why did Sully get so drunk he ended up in someone's bed?
Again.
Right? So he did this, and by the time they woke up, and before the husband could scream, "What the fuck?" the dude jumped out their window and ran away, leaving his clothes behind, but no identification, and they were still searching for him at that time. And supposedly, this ain't the only time this perp has done it. He's done it multiple other times in other people's homes. Like, I would really like to know what goes on in people's heads that do this type of shit. Like, seriously, what possessed somebody to
Let's
go?
get Sully on the horn and find out.
Like, what possessed somebody to sit there and go, I want to go through that window over there, and I want to go watch these people sleep. I want to take care of myself while I'm watching them sleep. Like, what excites somebody to do that?
It's so funny.
It's sick, dude. It's absolutely sick. All right, so we've been live now for almost an hour. We're not ending the podcast, but I've been drinking so much freaking water that I'm going to get a music bed set up, and we're going to take a quick 5.
Oh, so me and Gary can't talk? What the fuck's wrong?
Can you guys talk? Can you guys carry on a good conversation without, for the podcast? I will let you guys talk.
Well, I mean, we're just going to talk shit about you. So
I mean, yeah, y'all can talk shit about me all you want. All right, you guys, I'm leaving the podcast for everybody listening audibly on Apple and Spotify. It's now Gary and Zach show while I take a quick 5.
Yeah, we're going to talk shit about why Mark doesn't like to watch movies 2 times.
All right, I'll be back.
But for some reason, listening to the same song over
shit.
and over again is okay.
Yeah.
Weird.
Hey guys, so Mark thinks it's stupid to watch the same movie more than once, but he will listen to a fucking song on repeat for hours. Does that make any sense to you guys?
The answer is no, Zach. It doesn't make sense. We both know this.
I don't understand. Okay, now Randonautica.
Yes. Dude, you seriously there's got to be some cool spots in your neck of the woods for randonauticing.
I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of haunted locations in Ohio, but my luck, I'd show up with a fucking weird phrase or word, and I'd end up getting chased by like fucking inbred fucking mountain men.
Well, they can't run that fast, right? They're inbred.
Yeah, but usually they have bow and arrows and guns and pew-pews. And cannot run that.
Yeah, I remember the first time I saw Randonautica, I was pretty blown away by it. I almost downloaded it, but then I was like, I don't need the bad juju.
Dude, so there's how I found out about it is there's this YouTuber that I watch all the fucking time. He doesn't do Randonautica videos anymore because he just got sick and tired of it, and lots of bad shit was happening to him. So he just he goes like to haunted locations and does like haunted videos now and stuff.
That's cool.
But if you want to look him up, like one night, his name is Yasko. It's Jasko, and just type in him Randonautica, and his shit will pop up, and his shit's crazy.
He's got a lot of them.
Yeah, he does a lot. He did it for 3 or 4 years.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I heard of Randonautica on Nuke's Top 5. If you like ghosts and stuff like that, he's got a rad show.
Yeah. I think Mark showed me the Bigfoot videos of him.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Bigfoot.
wasn't it you that showed me what's his name, Nuke?
Yeah, Newt's top 5.
Yeah, you showed me the top 5 Bigfoot things.
Yeah, those ones are pretty good.
Yeah, he was the one. He's how I found Randonautica.
Dude, Randonautica is so interesting, but
You got to do it, Mark.
No, I promised my wife I wouldn't.
Well, just make her be okay with it.
And she's in here right now, gentlemen. She's in here right now watching.
Come on, let him do it.
When we go ghost hunting, I'll act like I forgot I brought my tablet.
Yeah, no, yeah. Matter of fact, she just texted me, goes, "What the hell? I just joined your show and they're talking about random." Well, we're talking about urban legends. I had to take a quick minute to run to the latrine. I'm back now.
That's the ladies' room for anybody who doesn't know.
It's the men's room.
Ladies' room.
Men's room. All right, we're moving on. So we just got done talking about the licked hand, about a lady who went to bed. For those who are just tuning in, we're just talking about a lady who went to bed, her dog was laying next to her, and when her hand fell down to the side of the bed, it was getting licked. And all night long, she thought it was her dog. And when she woke up, she found her dog deceased with a letter on the dog that said that humans can lick too. Right? That's creepy. Fuck, man. That's creepy as fuck. Well, let's go on to the next one, though. The cursed Kleenex commercial. This is interesting. I haven't read it, but just the title alone, the cursed Kleenex commercial, has kind of sparked my interest, right? So in Japan, a popular legend revolves around a supposed Kleenex commercial from the 1980s. The eerie background music and the unsettling imagery of a woman and a child dressed as a monster is said to have caused accidents and misfortunes for those involved in its production. Some claim the commercial brought bad luck to viewers, while others insist it's merely an urban legend.
Well, why don't you guys go ahead and watch it? Let me know how it works out.
I will find it and I will try to watch it. I mean, there's that one. And then there's also, like I said, the 3 Men and the Baby. You've seen that one, right? With Eric Clapton's kid. No. So in the movie 3 Men and a Baby, I want to say the wife just says, "Don't you dare." I can't. All right. So in 3 Men and the Baby, if you watch the movie, I want to say it's either the first or the second one. They walked by with the baby in their hand by the bedroom that Eric Clapton supposedly told them, "Do not use this bedroom." And as they walked by, in the crevice of the door, you can see this child that looks like it's all bloody faced, just staring out the door, staring at them in the movie. You can actually catch it. If you pause at the right time, you can actually see this creepy ass figure just standing there in the cracks. It's been told that it's from Eric Clapton's kid. Oh, Zach found it. Cursed Kleenex commercial. Go ahead, play it, Zach.
Oh, this isn't it.
That's Harry Potter. I mean, that's creepy as well.
Dude, if we get cursed, I swear to God.
Well, you will because you're playing it, so that's why I told you to play it.
Okay, fuck that.
It's happening in your house, so that's good.
No, I'm out.
He said no.
How? So we're good. It's not here. It's not here.
I don't give a fuck. I'm not playing it.
Oh,
He thought he was sabotaging all of us. Look
He
at this
did.
motherfucker.
He did.
I was just trying to piss Butterfly off.
Oh man, let's move on to this next one. Oh man, I am gonna have a hard time pronouncing this one. God help me. All right, the Kushisaki Ana, slit-mouthed woman. Originating in Japan, this legend speaks of a woman wearing a mask who approaches people asking if they think she's beautiful. If they say no, she kills him. If they say yes, she removes her mask to reveal her mouth, slit from ear to ear, and ask again. Answering yes or no can lead to a grim fate. Some believe she's a vengeful spirit, disfigured and seeking revenge. It's interesting because there is a lot of folklore and a lot of stories about stuff like that, right? We have one here in Maine on the Saco River. And this thing has been true. I believe the curse is actually ended because I haven't heard of any deaths this year or last year. But every other year prior to that, there's always been 3 people that have died in this river. So there's a story of the Saco River about These guys, they were sailing out there that killed an Indian chief's wife and child on the water. And a curse was made saying that 3 white men would die every year.
You know, I almost died in that river, right?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
remember you telling me about that. So there's a curse to that river that
All right,
3
well-
people die in that river every year.
All right, well, let's all 3 go whitewater rafting.
I swim in the Saco River. It does not scare me, but it's a legit. That one is legit. Like there has been, and it's weird that some of the deaths happen like not just from people swimming, and unfortunately, it has taken children's lives as well. But like it's not just from swimming, but like some of the lives it would take that year would be like a car went off the bridge and crashed off and sunk to the bottom. That's funny.
I didn't know death was so amusing.
I
to
mean,
you,
I didn't know
Zach.
death was hilarious to you, Zach.
No, I'm laughing at something completely different. I'm sorry.
Guy's got a dark humor over
He
here.
does got a dark humor. We're over here talking about death and cars going off bridges, and Zach's over there laughing away. I mean, here,
Losing it.
Zach, should I just add this for you, Zach? Too? Here you go. There you go, Zach. Does that help you out a little bit with your laughter?
I'm not laughing at
Fucking
that.
Zach, chat. We're gonna move on to the next one. We'll see if Zach breaks out laughing
Wait.
about this one. Wait.
Have you, since we're speaking of like urban legends, have you heard of the dancing woman? Fucking, where's it at? There's videos of it all over TikTok. It's over yonder, not in the United States. Is it
Over Yonder. Never heard of Over Yonder. Where is this?
Is it Israel dancing woman or something like that? She's caught dancing like, I'm sure if you Google it, you can fucking find it. But she is caught like dancing in the middle of the night, like on the road. And if someone like comes up to her, she'll like chase them with a knife. Like the myth is that she's possessed by a demon.
Really?
And the demon makes her dance in the road until someone like gets out to go see if she's okay. And then she like fucking stabs them and shit.
Interesting.
Like there's been videos caught, like it's all over all over TikTok. I've watched a few of them.
All right, I'll have to look that up. But I just thought of something because where I am broadcasting this on LinkedIn and it does get replayed on there, I'm going to make a quick shout out. For anybody who's listening on YouTube, Facebook, Twitch, or even LinkedIn, we are planning on doing a live podcast show inside of any haunted place within Southern Maine. So if anybody is listening right now or listening later on, if you know of a haunted place in Southern Maine that we can have access to for one night, starting right around 8 p.m. and going to about 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning, we would love to broadcast live there. We'd obviously plug the location. We'd love to go live there and do some ghost hunting. You can reach me on any of the social medias that I'm on. You can also email me on air at themarkgshow.com. Because we've been trying to get this set up now for a while, and we would love to get this set up as soon as possible. So yes, please reach out to me. Let's get back to the urban legends.
I found it.
Of course he did. Okay, go for it.
It's the Serbian dancing woman.
Serbian. Okay.
Mm.
Yeah, like there's actually a video on here of a girl getting chased by her.
Really? Now, is it legit?
Yeah, dude, it's everywhere.
Just because it's everywhere don't mean it's legit, though.
Look it up. Look it up on your computer. Serbian dancing woman or dancing woman.
All right, hold on. Let's see here. Serbian. Let me open that up over here on another tab. So this way here, in case I have to pull it up on the big screen. Serbian dancing woman.
Dancing lady, yeah.
All right, yeah, I see it right here. She pulled up in my Google search. All right, so I'm going to go to videos. Gary, we're going to try something out here real quick. So I got a short horror film. Oh, it's a short Serbian Dancing Lady, The Real Truth Revealed. Serbian Dancing Lady 2 short horror film. So this is a horror film, Zach. I'm looking at it right now saying horror film, horror film, horror film. Serbian Dancing Lady, real life escape parkour. We caught Serbian Dancing Lady in India. See, I don't know, Zach. Is a Serbian Dancing Lady real? Let's see. I'm trying to find one that looks legit. There's a lot of it real or fake. Okay, let's go to this one. Let's listen. I'm gonna. Oh wait, that's not it. All right, so here we go. I'm gonna try to see if we're gonna try pulling up on the big screen here for those who are watching on Facebook. YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch. I'm going to try this. I have yet to try using the screen share, so please bear with me.
Wait, I'm pull up on YouTube too.
Hold on, I'm gonna largen the screen here, and we're gonna share this. Gary, give me 1 second. I'm gonna try bringing us over to it. Oh my God, it worked!
Hold on, wait, don't play it, you fuck.
All right, so we're finding this on Serbian Dancing Lady, real or not, over here on. Let me move me. Whee! Let's move over here. There we go. I'll move Gary up here. Hey Gary, I get to move you. How's it feel?
Okay.
All right, you good, Zach?
I can see it.
All right, here we go.
टिकटॉक और इंस्टाग्राम पर एक वीडियो वायरल हो रहा है
Oh man, it's
हालांकि
not
ये एक
English.
डांसिंग वीडियो है लेकिन ये डरावना है
I
Just mute
can't.
it.
It's not- Just mute it. We can't. Well,
Hey, there's subtitles.
all right,
subtitles.
I'm gonna have to freaking read. Okay. Though it's dancing, how can dancing video be scary confusing? It is a lady dancing on a dark street with no one around. However, she doesn't show her face. You can see her dancing in the video. She's kind of young. That looks like waxed hair. The video is from Serbia. This is a country sign, remember? God, they're so slow. This video that went viral in 2019 is scaring people. All right, so this is actually old too. As per reports, a video from 26 September 1998 when the incident first occurred. Come on. Faster, please. However, there was no video proof later. A video of the incident became viral in 2019. Many wanted to know about the dancing lady who was scaring people with her dance. I want to know how a dance is so scary.
Right.
Her
I
dance
mean,
movements are similar to Serbian folklore.
I mean, if you fucking popped up in the middle of the night on a woman dancing like that, you'd be scared shitless.
I mean,
I would think she's on drugs or drunk.
right? That's what I'm thinking. All right, I'm going to go back to the screen over here. Go back to Showtime. I mean, that's what I would be thinking, man. I don't think it would. I don't know. Like, I was watching a TikTok video yesterday of a girl that's been recording her neighbor who just automatically comes out and starts singing in the street and yelling at people. That to me is a little bit more freakier. Like, she's got the cops always at her house and stuff like that. It's pretty interesting. This dude, he's clearly got diabetes onset or stuff because his bottom of his legs, he's a chunky fella.
Diabetes.
The bottom of his legs are discolored and stuff like that. And so a lot of people say like that's signs of diabetes and stuff. But
Poor blood circulation. A lot of health problems going on there.
yeah. Well, let's move on, gentlemen, to our next one over here. We have the living statue, I believe. I seen that. Yeah, Blake, that one's a crazy video, isn't it? The living statue, a tale from Spain, tells of a statues, particularly those of the Virgin Mary, crying blood or moving in some stories. Statues have been found with fresh scratches on their faces as if they've been walking around at night. Skeptics often debunk these as hoaxes, but believers feel it's a sign or a miracle. And now we've seen these before, though, right? The statue of the Virgin Mary with blood tears. Have you seen those ones? Like the ones from inside churches, the ones outside, and the Virgin Mary's got blood drops coming off her eye. It does make you wonder: are those legit? Are those fake? Does someone put blood up there? I mean, I remember one time it was on the news, and like the people were gathering from miles and miles away to see the teardrops. It's interesting.
I have a really hard time with those ones.
Right, those ones are hard, man. 'Cause you don't know if they're rigging it up just to promote their church to get more people into the church,
Halloween prop that fucking cries blood. You never know.
right? Well, they do have. Remember those face masks they used to sell? They put on as like a plastic one. It had a little squeeze thing. If you squeezed it, the blood squirted down the face. Remember those ones? Those were so fucking cool. All right, we got the. What's that?
I used to have one of those when I was younger.
Right, those things are fucking dope, man.
So
We
I think
got
it was like the screen mask, wasn't it? The screen mask.
right, yeah. The Scream Master, badass. What's going on, Spud? I see you over there on Twitch. The disappearing hitchhiker. A driver picks up a hitchhiker only for them to vanish from the car without a trace. Later, the driver learns that the hitchhiker died years ago, often on the very road they were picked up on. This story is popular in many cultures, emphasizing the thin line between the living and the dead. Zach, that goes to a story you told us about a while back. In between that. So it really does make you wonder, though, And I'm a firm believer that I don't know what happens when we die, right? We've talked about this before. Do we die? Do we join into the spiritual world? Do we die and go on to our real life where we're just currently sleeping right now because this is just another segment of a different reality that we're living in? We're just in a simulation. I mean, you think of all this weird shit. What is it? Where do we go when we die? And to see that there's ghosts, could there be that mixed reality like we talked about before? Could there be different how did I word it before? Parallel universe where there's still something else going on right where you're at. Maybe it's even a different time of a day. It's just some weird shit, man.
What do they call that? The reason that there are still ghosts here is because they have unfinished business.
Unfinished business, yes. So make sure before you die, you finish up all your business.
See, I'm not going to now because I want to fuck with people. Gives me a reason to come back.
Right?
Goals.
What's that, Gary?
Goals,
not to finish business here on Earth so you can haunt the hell out of people and later on. So now we're on to the whistler. In various parts of the world, people speak of a phantom whistler. Those who hear the whistle at night and don't whistle back are said to meet their misfortune. The eerie tune is believed to be a harbinger of bad luck or death, reminding listeners of the supernatural elements in everyday life. I guess that that's in various parts of the world. So that's just anywhere. Have you ever had that moment that you felt like you heard somebody whistle, but there was no one else around you? Has anybody in chat or anybody listening, if you have, please email me. I'll be curious on that one. Have you ever had that moment where you thought you heard somebody whistle?
I thought I've heard my name before.
I've done that. Oh yeah.
And I'm looking around. I'm like, that is really creepy because there'd be no one there.
Right?
So when I went to bed last night, I was going to tell you this today, Mark, but I forgot until we were just talking about the spooky shit. I lay on my right side, face this way, and behind me, I swear, I don't know what it was. If I have a chair like next to my bed, it literally sounded like my fucking chair slid. And I opened my eyes and when you get freaked out, like you get like that stomach feeling.
Yeah.
I got that feeling. And I was like, I put my head under my covers. I was like, what the? And then finally I looked back and there was nothing there. And I turned the lights on. I was like, dude, what the fuck?
That'd be creepy. It's like Gary's story there after that tragic car accident that happened up by his house.
Yeah.
When he heard like a penny or something like that fall.
Something like my wife's office is outside of our bedroom, and she has a desk there right near the door. And so this accident happened at like 2:30 in the morning, and I'm getting up for work and it's like 6 in the morning, and I hear a penny slide, or I hear a coin slide off the desk and hit the floor and start like a penny hitting the floor or whatever. And so I'm like, what the fuck is that? And so I get up out of bed and I'm like standing in the hallway looking into the living room and the kitchen. And as I'm standing there, I'm like, it didn't fall out here. And then I turn around and I look on the floor and there's a coin on the floor. And I was like, there's no nothing, there's no reason that the coin, both dogs are sleeping in the bedroom. We don't have any more cats. So it's like, there's literally nothing that would have pushed the coin off of the desk. And I pick it up and I put it back on the desk and I just look at it for like a minute and I'm just like, I don't know how, cause I heard it slide off of the desk.
Right.
Like something scooted it off the desk. It wasn't like it slowly whittled its way through vibrations or something and then fell off the edge. Like something scooted it off the table.
So you heard this noise, like that noise?
Yeah, just like and then it hits the floor and does the little coin bounce that coins do.
You heard
100%, just like that. And I was just like, that doesn't make any sense. So I get out of bed really quick. I go and I stand in the hallway and I'm looking in the living room and I'm like, it's not in the living room. That sound was closer. And so I look on the floor behind me and there's her coin. And I'm like, that's really weird.
Well, was it a penny? Was it a penny? What was it?
It wasn't a penny. It was Taiwanese currency. I don't know what the value of it was, but it was a coin from Taiwan.
The only reason why I asked that because they have the expression like pennies from heaven or any like psychic or anything like that. They see like they'll say like if you find a coin on the ground, it's a sign from a loved one. Like there's that saying that they always have. Have you ever heard that one?
I heard about pennies heads up or good luck.
Right. Well, you know, like in our sister's grave, there's a few pennies that are stuck inside of her headstone there.
Oh, really?
Yeah. No, I guess we did that a long time ago when they were kids, and they're still there. The last time I checked her gravesite, there was still pennies stuffed in by her headstone. So you got to think those pennies have been there now with like 43. So those pennies have been there for at least 30 somewhat years.
That's wild.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to thought about that, but let's move on to the body under the bed. Since we're talking about stuff falling off and people's hands getting licked, let's move on to the body under the bed. Hotel guests complain about a foul odor in their room. After investigation, a decomposing body is found under the bed. While rare, there have been actual cases that fuel this legend, tapping into fears about the unknown horrors lurking in familiar places. I mean, I guess if you're going to go and spend your hard-earned working money in a Super 8 motel or one of those drive-by hotels that are run down.
Charge like $15 a night.
Right, $15 a night or $5 every half hour. I mean, you're bound to find something that's not going to be good in there. Not be good in there at all. And you're typically going to find these type of hotels like in California, New York.
Isn't that a motel?
It is a motel.
Yeah, motel.
Yeah.
I'm sure that's not the only thing you'll find under or on that bed. You'll find
Dude, have you
Do
ever
not use the black light.
I was going to say, have you ever seen those videos where people use black lights in those rooms?
Oh,
And the way that room looks between the wall and the mattress, like it makes you think twice on sleeping in these places. Like, Zach, make sure you bring a black light when you go stay in that inn, will you?
oh, the haunted room.
Yeah, you got
room number 9.
room number 9.
No, I'm not. I haven't got the fucking universe yet, so that's not.
Not yet.
Not yet,
You
Zach.
will though. You will.
And then when you get it, Zach, you're going to have to stay in room number 9 in that inn.
The only person that's in here right now that could even come close to sitting in uni is Joyce, and she's not.
Well, Zach, what makes you feel better? We're about ready to talk about the green children of Woolpit.
The green children. What the fuck?
The green children of Woolpit. In the 12th century England, 2 green-skinned children emerged from a wolf pit, speaking an unknown language. They ate only beans and over time lost their green hue. The boy died young, but the girl learned English and explained they came from a land with no sun. The story mingles myth and history, the theories ranging from extraterrestrial origins to a folk memory of culture clash. So you can bring this story in multiple levels, right? You can think about, well, maybe aliens, the children got left behind for experimental purposes only, because you got to think if there is truly aliens, which we've talked about, we do believe that there is life out there. Whether or not they visited Earth is another question. If there is life out there, they have to be, studying us. They have to be, because they got to learn who we are, what we do, what we got. And also, could they be cultivating us?
Could be.
We're probably just a food source.
That's what I'm thinking. Like, could we be their food source? Like, that'd be an interesting theory.
Dude, wouldn't that be like, the movie Mars Attacks actually comes true?
Oh my God. That would be fucking messed up.
I'm okay at this point.
All right.
I'd be all right with that. I'd be like, all right, yeah, it's about due. Time's about
All we
right.
have to do is find that song that the old lady likes to play, and we're good.
Oh man. All right, moving on, chat, to the next one, the Silent Library. Students at a university library hear of a silent floor where no noise is allowed and where ghostly librarian shushes loud visitors. Late at night, some claim to see her, especially during finals when stress is high. Whether a real spirit or a figment of overstressed imaginations, she embodies the tensions and anxiety of student life. I mean, I could see that, but I can also see maybe possibly it is due to being stressed, overtired. Because when you're hitting up final exams, right, you're fighting to stay awake.
So they're saying that they hear a shush, but there's nobody shushing them.
Right. That the librarian who stays there, or whatever, she shushes them.
I like it.
Right, I like it too. It makes me want to
I
go
like it.
ghost hunt the library. I mean, if the ghost is going to be a librarian, it's got to be hot, right?
No.
Don't they say librarians are supposed to be hot? Come on. I don't know. I haven't been to a
I
library.
was just going to say, you haven't been in a library in a long time, have
a
you?
very long time. I don't read books. So that's another subject for another podcast.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
don't read books. I don't read books. I hate reading. If there's a video of it, I'm watching the video.
But you won't watch it twice.
Nope, won't watch it twice. So I better gather that information the first time through.
Such a
So,
dipshit.
shut up. All right, moving on to the legend of the Goat Man. Matter of fact, if y'all came in to watch us on YouTube and stuff like that, that is what our main image was, our little a banner there. The legend of the Goat Man, found in Maryland, USA. So if you live out in Maryland, this one's for you. The Goat Man is believed to be a hybrid creature, half man, half goat, according to the tales. The Goat Man attacks cars with an axe and is responsible for the disappearance of pets. Some attribute his origin to the scientist who was experimenting on goats, only for an experiment to go horribly wrong. Could you imagine driving down a road, seeing a guy who's half man, half goat?
I mean,
No.
it would be interesting.
That would be, I don't
It
know.
would be interesting.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna ring that one up to just as a story as the ring that up to a story just like the lizard people. That's how I'm gonna ring that one up. I'm gonna ring that one up like the lizard people. Moving on to the haunting of Bluebell Hill. Oh wait, I feel the same way, Mark. I don't read. Right, Blake? I'm telling you, reading books is horrible. The haunting of Bluebell Hill near Kent, England. Motorists have reported hitting or narrowly missing a woman who suddenly appears in the road. Yet upon investigation, no trace of the woman is found. It's believed she's the ghost of a bride to be died in a car crash in the 1960s, forever trying to make her way home. There's a lot of that, ain't there? Right? It seems like there's a lot of mysterious women roaming the streets. All right, so we're gonna go. Go ahead, Jack. Go ahead. I think I know where that went. I think that sounded that did not go where it should have went. That yeah. That did not go where that should have went. My bad. My bad. To all the women out there, I apologize.
To all them ladies of the night.
All the ladies of the night. I'm sorry. Dear God. Damn you, Zach. I would have never caught on to how that worded out until you started busting up.
Gary caught on to it.
It's just like,
yeah, that went there. That went there. And that went there accidentally. All right, Resurrection Mary. Speaking of woman, a popular ghost story from Chicago tells of Mary, a young woman who danced at the local ballroom in the 1930s and was later killed in an auto accident. Since then, many drivers have reported picking up the hitchhiking woman who disappeared when they near the Resurrection Cemetery. Another hitchhiking woman at night. I'm just saying, even though it sounds bad, it seems like there's a lot of women lurking the streets at night when they die. That's a better way of wording it, I guess. So to all you ladies out there, please keep note. God forbid, it ain't for a long time, but if any of y'all pass away, you're going to have to haunt one of us and let us know why women lurk the streets at night after they die. We got to know, because now it's a mysterious question lurking in my head, wondering why. Why is it always women? Why? That's a good question. Any psychics out there? Come on, let us know. Gary's not a firm believer in psychics. He does not believe in them at all. Neither are you, really. You don't believe in like mediums or anybody like that? Why is that?
So I went and actually seen one before, and they didn't get shit right.
Now that's not yeah. So a psychic. I'm talking about like a psychic medium, one who can speak to the passing. Somebody who can speak to the dead.
Nay.
Well, see, I'd have to. The only way it's like fucking Bigfoot with me, bro. Like I don't believe it unless I see it.
Right.
So unless a median comes to the haunted location that we go to and is like, and we know the story, but they don't. They're like, oh, well, this happened here. But okay.
Right. So Blake down there saying Chicago's the #1 haunted areas in Illinois.
Yeah, because that's where everyone gets killed.
True. But no, man. So, all right. So I'm going to make another shout out real quick. So I've already shout out saying that we're looking for a haunted place here in Maine. Let's make another personal shout out, and hopefully the AI will clip this. I would love to have a psychic medium on the show. Anybody out there, whether you're a small time psychic medium, even a big time, although I know that's highly unlikely, but if there is any psychic medium out there, I would love to have you come on the show. I've got 2 skeptics. I have Gary and I have Zach. Both are skeptics. I actually believe somewhat in psychic mediums in a certain aspect. So I would love to have a psychic medium on the show. If anybody knows of one or is one, so my wife just commented, she goes, a medium, psychic, medium, and a psychic are 3 different things. Wait, what? I'm going to reread what she was, medium.
Because you're only looking for someone that can.
I'm looking for someone that can speak to the dead.
Yeah.
If they can speak to the damn dead, I want them on the show.
That's not a psychic medium. It's just a medium.
I thought it was a psychic medium.
No, it's just a medium.
Well, fucking, I'm a Mainer. Leave me alone. My head's all screwed up. All right, I need a medium on the show. If you're a medium, come on the show. I want you. So, yeah, I want a medium, the wife is saying. Yes, I want a medium on the show. So if anybody knows a medium or if you are a medium, get on the show. Gary's very skeptic. That's why he's very quiet over there.
Yeah.
And the Mary story is kind of funny because that brings me back to one more.
I'd rather get an alien on the show. You have a higher probability. Let's get an alien extraterrestrial.
Yeah, that's not going to happen.
Well,
they're up. Well, I mean, hold on. Let me call the White House. I might be able to get one.
No, we're not looking for Hunter. We're looking for an actual
alien, right? Didn't y'all say the skin was fake? I got to make a phone call.
JB wears a mask, man.
Yeah. Well, a mask is not extraterrestrial.
What's the shadow behind me? Probably the fucking demon child Mark saw earlier.
All right. So we're going to talk about, hold on. So before we go to the next one, we were talking about Mary. You guys remember doing Bloody Mary?
Yep.
Turn off the lights in a bathroom, walk up to the mirror, put your hands on there and say Bloody Mary. How many times do you have to say her name? It's like 20 times.
I don't know. I don't remember.
It was 10.
But wasn't that one more of an illusion of your eyes reopening and adjusting again off the mirror?
See, it never worked for me, so.
No, it never worked for you. So you never like saw an image or anything like that?
Nah.
Okay. All right, we're gonna rule.
Something with Candyman.
Candyman.
Oh yeah, Candyman's another one.
Yeah, I don't remember the Candyman.
Same as Bloody Mary.
Same as Bloody Mary. So you go up to the mirror and say Candyman, Candyman, Candyman.
Yeah.
All right. I see. I always thought the Candyman just showed up in a white van, said free candy on the side of it.
I mean, all we gotta do is ask Sully. He has one.
That is true. We could ask Sully in the next one. All right, moving on to the next one is the Charman. Speaking of man, we got the Charman in Oja, California. A burnt figure. In Oja, California. Go ahead. You can correct me again, asshole. A burnt figure known as the Charman is said to emerge from the woods and approach cars or pedestrians. Legends hold that he was a victim of a forest fire, forever searching for relief or possible revenge. So it's kind of funny, right? You read that. It's not funny, but it's if you think about that, though, if you think that people haunt after a certain tragic death like that, can you imagine how haunted the most recent fire is going to, the land of the most recent fire? That was one of the biggest like tragedies out there. Like, dude, that there's a lot of unanswered questions out there. It's crazy. Or like the big murders like that, those homes, the unanswered questions that they have. But ladies, I'm sorry, we're coming back to you because it seems like a lot of ladies are out there roaming the streets and when they die. And I've got another lady story for y'all. The legend of the donkey lady.
Is she riding a donkey at night on the side of the road?
I don't know yet. We're about to find out. In San Antonio, Texas. So if you're out in Texas, this one's for you. San Antonio, Texas is home to the tale of a woman horribly disfigured in a fire, giving her a drooping, melted appearance reminiscent of a donkey. She's said to haunt a bridge, scaring or attacking those who dare to cross her path at night.
Yep, at night.
That's interesting, right? It's another woman out at night. This time, instead of walking the street, so she's walking the bridge. All right, moving. Dear God. I can't. The cursed pillars of New Orleans. You know, I've heard a lot about New Orleans. I've heard New Orleans is quite haunted.
It's nasty.
It's a land of a lot of bad spirit activity. There's a lot of voodoo out there, though, isn't there?
A lot of voodoo. Yeah.
There's voodoo fucking everywhere, bro.
Yeah, but New Orleans is like really big on voodoo from what I'm reading.
What they call them Wiccans or whatever.
The Wiccans, yeah.
Yeah.
So the cursed pillars of New Orleans. Near the old New Orleans Mint stands a set of pillars, remnants of a building. Legend says that touching these pillars brings a curse, and several people claim to have experienced bad luck after doing so. Some believe the pillars are haunted by spirits from centuries past.
So they're just concrete pillars that are supposed to be haunted?
Apparently.
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life.
I don't know, though. Do you believe in certain things being haunted? Like they say that spirits attached to certain things.
Oh my God.
I'm just saying, Zach. Come on. They say spirits attached to things, right? Like when was that house that you live in built?
What, this one?
Yeah.
Fuck, I don't know.
You know how old it is? It's a brick building, so it's got to be.
Well, the house that I grew up in was an old farmhouse, and dude, that place was fucking haunted.
So the wife is saying Wicca is witches.
No, they're earth childs, but they can also fucking put hexes on people and do voodoo and shit.
All right. Oh, Zach, you're being asked how you felt when you got off last night.
I felt fine. I mean, my stomach started to hurt, but that was it. Thanks for asking.
We're going to move on to the ghost of Stowe Lake. San Francisco Golden Gate Park is home to the legend of ghostly woman's fucking woman. Ghostly woman searching for her baby. The story suggests she lost her child at the lake and in her despair drowned herself. She now roams the park asking visitors if they've seen her baby. So we've had women roaming the streets all night, a woman roaming the bridge. Now we got a woman roaming the beach.
Sluts.
Dear God.
It's called a hood rat.
I mean, could you imagine though having like this lady preaching? Have you seen my baby, sir? Have you seen my baby? And then you're like, let me help you find help for you. And you go find help, come back, and she's gone.
Yeah, and then people think you're on drugs. Like,
right? They'll think you're fucking completely obliviated. Sir, how many of you had to drink tonight?
That's probably her whole plan. You're going to the drunk tank.
Right? Oh, man. The Phantom Barber of Pascagoula. In the 1940s, Mississippi residents were terrified by a figure who would break into homes just to cut the hair off of sleeping individuals. While a suspect was caught, doubts remain and the legends persist. So there's another one. It makes you question. That's why I love having my alarm on my house. So if it goes off, windows open, and doors open, because yeah, these stories of people coming in at night while you're sleeping, Number one would be for a rude awakening if they did.
I wish a motherfucker would.
But I mean, imagine that sleeping and feeling someone just cut something off your head.
Yeah, I'd really wake up.
I mean, Gary's got plenty of hair there to be cut, so he's a perfect victim.
Yeah, but that's all the more reason for me to fuck a motherfucker up.
Oh, man. Oh, here we go. Oh, no, that's the next one after this one. All right, children. We're going to talk about the black-eyed kids. Reports have surfaced around the world of children with pitch black eyes approaching people asking for help or to be let into their homes. Those who encounter them describe an overwhelming sense of dread. The origin and intent of these kids remain a mystery.
Why black contacts?
They could be wearing black contacts, and it could be a trend. That would be a cool trend to start right around Halloween. Hint, hint, people. That's
the wrong motherfucker's house, and you have a pew pew aimed at you.
That is true. So if you're gonna do it, make sure you live in a place where they're banned.
Oh, because that matters, right?
Fucking Ohio has a law, stand your ground law. So even on your own property, they can still fucking unalive you.
Oh yeah. Well, Florida has a stand your ground law too, don't they?
I think so.
Yeah. Maine, we have to try to run first. And then if we have nowhere to go, then we can act. That's how the Maine law states. If you have no way of avoiding the situation, then and only then can you use the use of deadly. Otherwise, you can't. But a Maine law says you have to finish him. Otherwise, you can be sued.
Sub-Zero.
Right? Let's move on again, though, chat. We are on the Legends of the Richmond Vampire. In Richmond, Virginia, a tale circulates about a creature with jagged teeth and hanging flesh seen fleeing a train tunnel collapsed in the early 20th century. It sought refuge in a nearby mausoleum, which some claim became noticeably warmer. So if you live in Richmond, Virginia, we would love to talk to you and have you go out to this mausoleum and show it to us. I mean, I want Zach to go to that haunted inn.
Well, I told you I have to get a uni first before I do that shit. I ain't fucking paying for that.
Oh, Zach, here we go. The Bunny Man.
You say the Bunny Man?
The Bunny Man. The Bunny Man Bridge. Yep. And Virginia. Wow, Virginia's the place of some weird ass shit. In Virginia, USA, the legend of the Bunny Man speaks of a figure dressed in a rabbit costume who threatens people with an axe near a particular overpass known as Bunny Man Bridge. Some versions claim he's a spirit of an escaped inmate from a nearby asylum, while others say he's a malevolent spirit tied to the location.
So does he look like a rabbit?
He's dressed as a rabbit. Looks like he's in a rabbit costume. You don't believe that one, Gary?
It's just weird.
I mean, if it's by an old mental asylum, I mean, that would make sense, right? Because there's a place here in Maine where they take in troubled children and stuff like that back when they had places like that. And they had to practically kidnap these kids at night from the parents' homes to bring them to this location. That was the place, Zach, that you were asking me about, that we had to see how far it was from my house. Yeah. They have I think it's on Netflix where you can watch the biography.
Old schoolhouse or whatever?
Yeah. What they did is the parents had set it up so the kids would be taken at night. And then be driven up to this location. And this is where they would be groomed, I guess you could say, and try to reverse because what the parents wanted to do. It was weird. And right. There's stories that a lot of kids were abused and stuff like that in that home. Like it's an interesting story.
This has nothing to do about your story, but do you know who the It Clown character is based off of?
I do not.
John Wayne Gacy.
Really?
Yeah, because he used to dress up as a clown and fucking he would kidnap kids and shit.
Interesting. Leave it to Stephen King.
Freddy Krueger, that character is based off of a true story that happened in Cincinnati, Ohio.
Really? I never knew that.
Yeah, look that up when you have a chance.
So there was a legit man that was burned to death.
Yeah,
Because-
he was a pedophile, and he was rumored to off children and the parents of the neighborhood. He lived in a boiler room, and they burnt the building down.
Interesting.
Whoa,
I'm going to look into that one.
that's heavy.
Right?
I didn't know that.
I did not know that either. All right,
It's
so
crazy when they make these like really gnarly horror movies that are like have a
Based
little
on
bit of
real-
like elements of truth, you know?
Right.
It is very
Of course, the
interesting.
coolest one, Michael Myers. There's not fucking anything based off of him. Like,
No, not yet. Anyways, not yet. Give it time, Zach.
How cool would that be though?
Give it time. God, no, that would not be cool.
yes,
I
it
mean,
would.
no, it would not. Michael Myers done some crazy shit, man.
I know, that's why he's the man.
Oh man. Well, since we're speaking of men and rabbits, let's talk about the legend of the Loveland Frogmen. In Ohio, actually, there are reports of human-sized frogs or lizard creatures known as the Loveland Frogmen. Sightings date back to the 1950s, with individuals claiming these creatures occasionally emerge from the Little Miami River.
Loveland, Ohio. Ooh, Miami River. That's up by my actual hometown.
Really?
Loveland is an hour and 19 minutes from me.
Have you ever heard of Loveland Frogmen out there?
No.
Oh, look, Piper comes in as we're nearing getting to the end of the list here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's up by Kings Island.
Kings Island?
Yeah. It's an amusement park that's actually haunted.
Really?
Human-sized frogs?
Human-sized frogs called the
wanna see it.
Loveland. You want to see it? So while we're speaking, I guess there's a lot of random creatures out here. We're going to talk about the Mothman now.
Mothman prophecies.
A Loveland
That's
Mothman.
Chicago, right?
Hold on. Let me go back up to it. Legend of Loveland Frogman in Ohio. That's all it says. It just says in Ohio.
Oh, the
By
Mothman?
Mothman. I'm getting ready to talk. It's in West Virginia.
West Virginia.
Yeah, so the Mothman, Point Pleasant, West Virginia, experienced a series of strange events in the 1960s, centered around sightings of a large winged creature with glowing red eyes. The Mothman, some believe its appearance was an omen of the Silver Bridge collapse in 1967. Now, it makes you wonder, though. So here we go. We go back to the alien story real quick, right? What if we take some of these experiences that people are having by seeing these weird creatures that they find like an urban legend, and what if these are the legit aliens? What if these are the creatures from other countries that are visiting us, and that's why people are having these experiences, but not everybody? They just happen to bump it. What if those are the aliens?
True.
I mean, if you really think about it, right? Because an alien can't really be. I mean, they could be human form like us, but I don't think they would be. I think they would be somewhat different. They may not be. They could be like us. They could be little green men, but they could be the Mothman. They could be freaking whatever these other things are out there, man. They could be these. They could be these ghosts. They could be these ghosts that we hear about. They could be the entities that are floating around haunting, and it could be the aliens fucking with us.
It could be all the hoary ass ghost woman.
Right? All these women that are running around the streets in their deadly matters messing with people. I mean, I'm just saying it could be. Aliens are superior to us and look nothing like us, in my opinion. Right, Piper? I agree to that. But what if these Mothmans, Wingmans, friggin' Bunny Man, what if these are all aliens? What if these are all aliens? Different species, right? Because we got different cultures in humans. We got different colors in humans. So why can't aliens have all these different types of species? And these are legit aliens that are out here haunting us. And like I said, we are their food. They're trying out, like Gary said, they're out here trying to eat us. So why not be these weird creatures? It's a thought. Entertainment purposes only. TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and everybody else out there. But yeah, man, let's move on to the third man factor. The third man factor, not specific to a location. This phenomenon describes situations where people, often in life-threatening scenarios, sense an unseen presence offering comfort or guidance. Mountain climbers, explorers, and even 9/11 survivors have reported this experience, leading some to believe in guardian spirits or psychological coping mechanisms. Now, Gary, you've had an almost drowning experience. Did you have any experience like that where you felt like someone helped guide you from drowning?
No, I was physically rescued by one of my cousins.
All right. I mean, if anybody's ever had a near to death experience, I would love to know about that. I mean,
But I've had moments of my intuition telling me something was going to happen, and it happens. I have that a lot.
I've had one near-death experience.
And
I guess the mass shooting I was at doesn't really count, but the near-death experience I was in the right lane going to work. It was like 6 a.m, and I was almost to my exit, and there was a wrong way driver coming straight at me. And like the last second, because I was so tired, I didn't fucking realize it. So he didn't have his lights on.
Yeah.
I just saw him getting closer to a car. I was like, what the fuck? Last second decision, I fucking go to the left lane. The car behind me got hit head on, and they both exploded.
Whoa.
Crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
That's
Yeah, no, that's insane.
That's pretty gnarly. Yeah.
All right, so it looks like we're traveling to England right now. We're going to talk about the hairy hands of Dartmoor. On a remote road in Dartmoor, England, there have been numerous car, bicycles, and motorcycle accidents. Survivors often report feeling a pair of hairy hands grab the steering wheel or handlebars, attempting to run them off the road. Some believe it's a spirit man who died in an accident there, while others think it's an older, more malevolent entity. Imagine feeling a hairy hand grabbing you.
That'd be fucking weird as shit, bro.
That would be absolutely crazy. You imagine just driving and just feeling this hairy hand come over and be like, oh, man.
Well, hey, don't grab your microphone like that, man.
Turning you on, Zach? Is it turning you on when I grab it?
No, not at all.
Are you sure, Zach? Hold on, Zach. I got you. Hold on, Zach. You know.
Mark, sometimes, brother.
Oh, shit.
No, this is all for entertainment purposes.
Yes,
only.
definitely entertainment purposes only. All right, moving on to the Phantom of Route 44. In Massachusetts, USA. Drivers along Route 44 have spotted picking up a mysterious hitchhiker dressed in old-fashioned clothing. The silent passenger vanishes without a trace, leading many to believe he's a ghost from a bygone era. But doesn't England have those troll doppelgangers and fairies? Right? I think they do, Piper. We haven't come across any of those, but I'm sure if I searched for a hell of a lot more, I would have came up with some. I didn't search for that many because I knew where we were going to go. And actually, I think we're going to be wrapping it up here. We're going to wrap it up with, you know what? Let's wrap it up with one that relates to Sully. I'm going to tell you about the spaghetti tree hoax.
What is it?
The spaghetti tree hoax.
Oh, I wish that motherfucker was in here.
On April Fool's Day in 1957, the BBC aired a report showcasing a family in southern Switzerland harvesting spaghetti from their family-owned spaghetti trees. Many viewers believed the broadcast, leading to an uproar when the hoax was revealed. Number one, who in their right mind would actually believe a tree grows spaghetti? Like, would you believe that? Someone had a video on TikTok saying, you guys, I love it. I grow spaghetti all year round. I never have to buy it. Just rip it. Right? Like War of the Worlds, right? I mean, that would just be crazy. That just goes to believe people will believe anything they see on TV. Just like in today's times. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Gary. This has been Zach down there. If y'all ain't following us, make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell over there on TikTok. I mean, don't hit that bell. Hit that follow button on TikTok. Hit that bell on frickin' I'm stuttering. YouTube. There we go.
Words are hard.
Words are very hard. That's how I know it's time to get off. And not in that way. Getting off the friggin' bell.
Jesus, Mark.
You've known them to run their mouths about politics. Politics.
Oh, shit. Wrong one.
You've been listening to the Mark G Show. You may know them from their political commentary, but there's a lot more to the fellas than politics. And that's why we created this show. We hope you've enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to like, rate, and review. We'll be back soon. But until then, make sure to reach out on social media. Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, TikTok at The Mark G Show. And to email the show, it's on air at themarkgshow.